just drained me. So y'all already know what we like to do. We like to wait till the 5-minute mark to get us up and going because YouTube be playing us. So we wait for the 5-minute mark. If you haven't done so already, what you waiting on? We are definitely streaming from both our channels. Like the video, drop down in the comments, let us know who we talking to, okay? Share it out if you haven't already. And on today's agenda, we're going to talk about a little piece of everything. We got a little piece of Real Housewives of Potomac, Married to Medicine, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we're going to talk about a little piece of this Bravocon.
True. They were showing off out there.
Speaking of Bravocon, friend, I think we should go next year.
I definitely want to go. For sure.
Okay. I was supposed to have went this year, but did not follow up.
You know what? I was going to go this year, but I was like, I went to Vegas in July. So I would have wanted to do the Usher show again. And I'm like, girl, that $700 can't be duplicated. We can't do that.
Right.
We can't do that.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do it next year. Did you see Kenya at the
Baby, I thought he was about to have him another cougar.
Kenya wants to touch this man. Did you see Usher trying to move her hands like, girl, it ain't this. Just like simmer down.
Yeah, she was
too thirsty.
She was in it. And her booty, looked, proper in that dress. I was really proud of that butt.
Yeah.
Look, deflated. It was very elevated. She
would have got a touch up before she went because she knew she was going to see Usher. So she had to go get a touch up.
Yeah, she had the right shapewear on to get the shape and the shaping. So yeah, I was very proud of sis. She looked really, really good. Took a picture with him and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I cannot wait for him to go on tour. Like, cannot wait at all. So, yeah, I feel like she was wanting a Keke Palmer moment. I kind of feel like she wanted to go viral.
You know what? I don't think so. I think she was just really loving Usher.
I think she wanted to go viral because she even posted herself. Like with Keke, nobody had to post anything. Like it just happened on its own, And she's still like, yeah, and he snatched my soul. And yes, if he asked me, the answer would be yes. It's like, you're really searching for a moment here.
She's like, he smelled really good. So I was like, okay, girl. I mean, listen, at this point, she can't be looking for a viral moment because it's not like you're the only chick that he's doused his cologne and amazing energy on so many women since her.
Yeah.
Since Keke Palmer, actually.
That's why I'm like, even when it came down to the dress she had on, I'm like, girl, are you trying to have a moment?
Listen,
you want the shade room to pick this up because I feel like you want the shade room to pick this up.
A moment was had, and homegirl had it a good old time. So that's what it looked like.
I'm glad she did. I can't wait to experience it. I'm ready. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into the mess. Friend, where you want to start? Where you want to start in on the
Let's roll the dice. Let's just do what we gotta do. We already talking about Kenya. Let's go with the Bravocon.
Let's go with Bravocon. What's up, Angela? How are you? Mama V, how are you? Let me speak to the people. And
my girl, bitch, stay winning.
How is it?
A
B. Oh, a B stay winning. Oh, okay. Now I see it.
Yes, I love it.
Help the slow folks out because I'm like, what is that? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're about to talk about the Bravocon. Kenya, all of the people was doing a lot. Now, my biggest takeaway from the Bravocon was I feel like Andy is down with the reboot.
For New York?
For Atlanta.
Really?
Yes. So he was asked the question. And he responded by saying, yes, RHOA needs tweaking.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I was thinking about that because recently, I think it was Carlos King. He kind of slipped and said something to the effect of, now that RHOA is getting a reboot without Kenya, Candy, and somebody else. I was like, oh, so they finally getting rid of Candy?
I honestly feel like they're feeling it. They are on hiatus. Nobody has gotten a contract. I am going to say allegedly. Let me say allegedly, but nobody has gotten a contract. They're not filming. And he said it himself that it need a tweaking.
Listen, I don't know how to feel about it. But my biggest thing with the reboot of RHOA is, who are you going to get? Because they struggled to get people for this season. Actually, they struggled to get people for the season they had Marlo come on. So it's like, the reality is a lot of people are not as willing to share their lives on TV publicly. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not, and they don't want to be sitting up there arguing and shading people and doing this, that, and the third. They just want to live in their riches, live in their lavish lives, and not have to deal with the BS.
Yeah. So here it is. I have it pulled up. The question was asked, should Atlanta get a reboot? And he said Atlanta should get tweaked in some way.
Listen, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I lay my weave on the fact that Phaedra should come back.
Oh no, I'm in 100% agreement with you on that.
Yeah, I think that Phaedra.
Oh no,
that is what ultimately will save this show. Everybody is, good, bad, or indifferent on how you feel about Phaedra.
Yep.
A lot of people like, Candy doesn't have to address anything with Phaedra. I'm not saying she gotta address nothing. Saying that if Phaedra came back and Candy was forced to deal with the previous issues with Phaedra, the ratings would come back with no
problem. It will shoot through the roof.
Absolutely.
It's going to shoot through, but I agree for a full reboot. Now, what I will be fair at is that I do think that maybe Candy and Kenya can be demoted to a friend of the show, because they probably do need somebody that is. I do feel like Atlanta is different, so they probably do need somebody to kind of help anchor the show, kind of help guide the girls. But after that season of the reboot, they're going about their business and let the new girls just have it on their own, if they go into season 17. But I am definitely team reboot. And I feel like Bravo's being pretty shady though.
Yeah,
Bravo tweeted out and said that these are the final goodbyes for the Atlanta ladies.
I kind of feel like bringing Candy and Kenya in as friends is a slight slap in the face. It's disrespectful. That's what I think.
So you would say fire them all together?
Yeah, because if I'm, that's kind of like a Vicky Gunvalson, where it's like, you are the OG of the show and you've been on the show for the longest time, and then to bring me back as a friend. That's kind of like a slap in the face, and it's kind of like you on your job and you've been working there for 20 years, and not knows 18-year-old comes in to now be your boss, and you're demoted to a part-timer just so that you can train them, and then they send you off to do what live your life. It's just kind of like, give it all or don't give me none.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, wait, is this a real thing that they finna? I don't know if they trolling us. So I did a video on it, and this is my thoughts. I'm kind of thinking that they're trying to see and fill out the audience and the fans. And I think this probably gonna be the first time they probably gonna really listen to what the fans want.
Right.
Because them throwing out and asking the question, are we gonna get a reboot, for Andy to actually answer it and be like, yeah, they definitely need to be tweaked, and then for the Bravo people to come out and be like, this is a final goodbye to our RHOA ladies. I'm like,
yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah, but you know what? I also think that they're not getting a fair share of the view of the ratings. I think that their ratings are being shown as less than, when it really, I don't even know if it's really that bad, because in this day and age of streaming, we don't know what the ratings look like from day to day.
Yeah.
They don't. They could be easily getting the same amount of viewership, just different, because the reality is so many people watch TV differently now.
Yeah.
It's as cut and dry and as easy as it used to be when everybody had cable and was paying $500 for cable for no reason and not knowing.
Okay. Because
now
Jesus.
more control over our spending and frankly the way we watch things. So everything is streamed. You can save it. You can watch it later. We don't want to watch the commercials. So it's just so many different variations of how you can watch your favorite shows now. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just a lot.
So we'll be watching it. We'll see what's gonna happen. I kind of feel like they're gonna take a pause on Atlanta. I think Atlanta getting the breaks. I think they're gonna take a pause on it. I do feel like they're trying to reboot and find something that will work for them. Marlo agreed to. Did you see what Marlo said?
Well, she needs
Marlo agreed to the reboot. Let me find Miss Marlo.
That's because she's guaranteed to be on it.
Here you go. I ain't gonna do too many of them because I don't want them to strike the channel.
Oh yeah.
Can y'all see it?
It's there. It is.
I want to give the fans what they want. They deserve it. And I do feel that we do need a change. I feel that you needed a change and they made me a housewife, right? So as long as we just keep evolving for the betterment of the show, change is good. I mean, get rid of the mean girls. Get rid of the girls who serve fake subpoenas and who makes up fake stories. Let's have authentic girls who love each other, who cry, who fuss, who truly have a sisterhood. And we're always together and we're always communicating.
Yes. And I think it's safe to say, should we cut out singing at the reunion?
Oh, I think so. I think that was very uncomfortable. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God, I'm getting uncomfortable thinking that. Let's cut out singing at the reunion. Let's cut that out.
You've been around for a long time. We're grateful to have you.
Gucci Runway, baby.
Yes.
Okay, that's enough of Marlo.
She is so
enough of Marlo.
Smell it through the screen. So full of shit. I can't. Oh my God.
When she like, well, let's get rid of the mean girls. I said, well, now, wait a minute, Marlo, what this make you do?
Well, girl, here's your train ticket. Goodbye. What, girl? Ease on down the road. Okay, girl. What?
I said, not the mean girl. Then what are you? How you gonna call them the mean girls? And you are just as mean.
Girl, how about the delusional crazy girls? How about that? They need to leave first, and that's her.
I said, okay, Marlo. All right. Okay. Mean girl. Okay.
Nobody got time for her and her whack foolishness. She is so whack. I cannot.
She is. And I was like, I get that Marlo be trying to shade the heck out of Kenya. And I'm mad at the fake subpoenas, fake storyline. Okay, whatever. But I do also feel like you a mean girl too. So, right. Girl, cut it out. You can stop with the let's get rid of the girls. What they gonna make you?
No.
What is they gonna do for you? Now, let's get to the good juicy part to me of the entire Bravocon, which was Karen and doggone Robin.
Oh, I didn't get to see that.
Sorry about that. Friend, did you see it?
I did not.
Okay, you ready, friend? I got you. Y'all, if y'all ain't seen it, here y'all go. Let's get into it. This is going to be the last one, y'all, because they're going to get the heck out of me. This is going to be the last one.
I have no problem addressing what's going on in my life. Now, when you say, why didn't I address it before? Well, season 7, that was not something that was going on in my life at that time. It was not relevant to my life. So I did not feel the need to walk in front of a camera.
Oh, come on, y'all. Come on. Robin, you wanted Robin to explain. You wanted her to answer. She's answering the question.
I'm answering the question. When my husband and I dealt with an issue 5 months prior to filming season 7, why would I walk into season 7 holding on to an issue that was no longer relevant to our relationship? It was not a problem. It was not an issue. My husband is not going to be thrown under the bus for a storyline that is not actually an issue at that moment. So I'm not going to.
But we'll throw other husbands under the bus for storyline.
Every season they will roast the husband.
You get to choose a convenient moment, not to.
Let's talk about the past. That's not relevant anymore.
I find that interesting. Everything Ray and I do is under a microscope, you know, and even if it's not under a microscope, they throw it under a microscope. And your math isn't really adding up here. But at the same time,
baby, Robin, girl. Let me tell you something. Was it okay when you was having that pizza box going over to Karen's house to see where she really lived? Was it okay when Giselle came in there with that tax shirt on when Karen was going
pressed on shirt? Mm-hmm.
Was it okay when y'all were talking about Ashley and Michael Darby in that hotel room? Was it okay when y'all brought it to camera about Wendy and this made up co-worker that Eddie was around with? Was it okay when y'all orchestrated all this stuff that you made up that didn't have nothing to do with anything with Candace?
Yep.
And you know what? It seems to be a running theme that it's okay for everybody else to get it, but not you. And stuff was happening over the course of the time when they weren't filming with some of these people. Because getting to the bottom of her tax issues. They were, in it, but they were at the end of it. But y'all talking about it during the season. So stop playing. Stop playing with us.
But see, here's my issue, because you lied and contradicted yourself in under a minute. You don't want to throw your husband in your relationship under the bus for last season, but oh, wait a minute, it's good enough for this season because you're still talking about it. You're still talking about what happened, the fact that it did not happen. You want to do all of this, but want to get on Bravocon and say, I'm not going to use my husband as a storyline. Then what you doing now, then, friend? Because you're using him as a storyline.
Oh, please believe she doesn't want to. Please believe that. The only reason why Robin is talking about it is because everybody else is going to make her. Because those ladies looked at her last season and from all the stuff that she did, that comment that she made on the reunion, I remember her saying something like, you know, it looks very suspect for your man to be in a hotel room. Like, you have to open your eyes. And I'm like, girl, what?
Yeah.
Girl, what? So you sitting up here, you don't want to talk about nothing. But also, let me tell you who's the biggest culprit of bringing this out. Giselle.
Yeah.
Giselle is like, and rightfully so. Giselle, I believe, wanted to bring it out last season. But she wanted to be a loyal little green-eyed bandit, and she didn't want to hurt her little friend's feelings. But this year, she said, listen, bitch, okay, we're going to talk about this shit because we never did it on the podcast, and I should have talked about it last season. So I ain't about to lose my damn job. You might lose yours, but I damn sure ain't about to lose mine.
When Robin got called to the principal office, which was Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, and he ate her alive, ate her up publicly. She knew, and Giselle knew that they had to talk about this. But see, this is where Robin messed up at, girl. See, you the problem. You the problem. Because what you should have done was talked about it. Now, we heard Robin say that when they was talking about Chris and Candace's little thing, it was like, oh, you know who not gonna forget about it? The producers. Baby, just like how we haven't forgot about yours. You gonna be going on 2 years later when it's time for y'all to talk about this on the reunion, and y'all still gonna be talking about it when you could have brought it up last season and been done with it. And you could have had the conversation with Giselle.
Exactly.
Because Giselle asked you, when y'all getting married? Well, I ain't got no. You kept giving a BS excuse, talking about, oh, we just so busy, and I don't know why people could keep asking when you could have said, I don't know what I'm gonna do because this nigga playing with me.
Exactly.
And you could have had the conversation with your good girl versus in front of everybody. But then you want to say you waiting for Karen to bring it out?
Here's my thing. You have been dangling on the edge of getting fired ever since you got on this show.
Yep.
So that would have been a surefire way to secure your spot for the next season. The only reason why you here now is for them to talk about this.
Yeah.
And next year, please believe you are going to be up on the chopping block. You should have willingly brought it out before and brought it out in a way where you're being authentic. Because let me tell you something. I loved me some Robin in the beginning because I loved how authentic she was.
And she was down to earth.
She was down to earth. She was one of the ones. It's very different with her. And not just because she's Black, but it's very different with her on Potomac versus Gina on the Real Housewives of Orange County. I just need to go because she just is not. She's annoying. But at least Robin, she came from that lifestyle at one point and she just fit. She fit right in. And I felt like she was authentic. Now I feel like she's just coasting along and she's okay with that. You got to clock in, sis, because I'm tired of. I think that the way that they act makes us dislike Candace to a degree because Candace is the one that it's like she got to do everything. Her Karen, it's like her and Karen are in constant producer mode. They're trying to make a way out of nothing with these women because all Bill does is play the background and never stands up for anything. Got Robin over here as her faithful sidekick. Yeah. It's just she needs to show up for work.
But Robin played a role, in my opinion, because Giselle do.
Right.
And she don't got away with it so much. I think that's why Robin feel like she can do and skate by and do the exact same thing. I mean,
understand her and Giselle are not the same.
And they're not the same. And I also feel like this is my thing. You're not going to be able to get over this situation like you say you are. Because you say y'all got past it, moved past it, and all of that. But Robin, you the one talking about it. You the one on TV. You the front runner. You the front person.
Yep.
One sleeping good at night. While you up trying to find out how you gonna word this to make you not look stupid, but you still looking stupid.
Right.
You still have to talk about it because one not gonna show up. He ain't gonna be at the reunion. He ain't going to Bravocon. He ain't doing the interviews. It's you. So it's gonna be dang near 2 years later next year for the reunion that y'all still talking about this same stuff. Why you worried about what the producers gonna remember for Chris and Candace? Girl, you need to be worried about how they still remember you and yours.
Exactly.
So speaking of hers, go ahead, Freddie. What you got?
I guess we can roll right into RHOP, I guess, at this. But I just think that Juan leaves Robin to hold the bag far too much. And I think Stan that he does that. But she never addresses it. She never, it's like she just wants to keep everything even keel with him. Any strife in their relationship. But my thing is, you have to call him out on his BS because if you don't, he's going to keep on doing this stuff over and over again, as he has been.
Yeah.
So it's too much.
And so to roll in there, because pretty much Robin opened the show, Robin ended the show. And it was all about one is pretty much innocent and everybody wants to take away her happiness and her joy. And it's one versus everybody. And I'm like, Robin, girl, you cannot be this slow. You cannot make me believe that you are this slow.
Child.
You want me to believe that one is this good Samaritan, this gold of heart of gold. a complete stranger that said, "Hey, sir, hey, you." Out of all the DMs you get, because I'm sure his DMs are lit. Juan is a good-looking man. I'm sure his DMs are lit.
Girl, let me tell you something. I used to have a crush on Juan Dixon when I was in high school. When he went to Maryland, University of Maryland, and like the superstar of the team. And I was so excited when he was on the Wizards and he was doing this thing. But Robin, you a fool, sis. Because Juan, if you such a nice guy, I got a couple bills around here that you can come and put your credit.
That's the thing I said.
Because if the DMs is still popping and open, let me go ahead and hop on in and get in where I fit in. The reality of the situation is you are down at the National Harbor. She's supposed to be dating. He said himself, the girl was supposed to be dating a Ravens player. Now, I live in the DMV, okay? The National Harbor is nowhere near. You gonna get to the Commander Stadium before you get to the Ravens. So why is she down here? Second of all, if this was a football player of sorts, why that ain't coming over to pay for it?
He got the money. This is bride.
Exactly. You and Robin just got a little piece of change back. So all in all, I that Juan, and y'all notice, and I said this in my review, how at the end of that conversation, every time he's talking to Robin, he always ends it with, we just gonna raise our boys. That's a call out to his mistresses, because he tells his mistresses, I'm only with her because I want to get together. And I feel like Juan is like, I think that they need to deal with them losing that money that Juan had.
That's what I said when I did my review. I'm like, let's be real. This girl is still guilty and holding the shame that she lost all their money and they butt was flat broke, and she pretty much letting him get away with everything, including the fact that he lost his job yet again. So they almost bonded together to where they really can't afford to live separately. He ain't got no money to pay no child support.
No.
So, and I feel like she's kind of letting him do whatever he want to do, because she already said it when she was talking to the girls. She don't care. Yeah. Just say, I want my man to cheat in peace and leave me alone. Just don't say it.
But she don't want to look dumb, but you look dumb. You look dumb.
The fact that you want to say that everybody want to take your joy away and they coming for y'all, girl, wait, girl, you got taking your joy away.
Then you got your man sitting in your face telling you how beautiful this other woman is, the one that he was at the laundromat with. He's like, Coach Roz or whatever her name is. She's a beautiful woman. And then Robin tried to clean up. Yeah, people say she looks like me. Fishing for comments. Fishing for him to be like, oh yeah, you look good too, Robin. You beautiful too. He didn't say that. So number one, playing in my face, giving another woman a compliment. You hanging out in the laundromat with this chick. Then you in the nail shop. You don't even go to the nail shop.
And that was about to be my next thing. I'm like, you ain't even getting your nails done with your wife.
What's
up, Scotty? Shout out to Scotty. But yeah, I'm like, we don't even see you taking out the trash at your own house. So you over here doing laundry with somebody else. You and Robin don't even go nowhere.
Correct.
But you going to get your nails done with her. Okay. That's what we're doing.
You like I say all the time. Mama Braxton said it best. If you ain't gonna do nothing about it, let that man cheat in peace.
Let him alone,
honey. Because women do all of this rah, 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 and your ass ain't going nowhere. So, Robin, just be the man that you are and say, listen, y'all, I'm in this relationship. I'm in it to win it. I'm going to let him embarrass me. I'm going to do all that. So y'all don't bring me nothing. Just like Ashley, you ain't never getting a divorce. I ain't getting one either. Okay? I'm just going to live and do my thing. Because honestly, I think Robin truly loves Juan. And I think that she wants him to want to be with her.
Want her how she wants him.
Yeah. She's not going to get that. But she settle into the fact that he feels attached to her by via obligation. And also, like I said, he wants to get his just desserts out of her. He's like, it's rumored that you was sleeping with my friend that passed away and you done gave him all of our money to invest
all the money.
Now that you got money, bitch, I'm riding the wave. Because
and that's why he told her, we ain't doing no infidelity clause. We don't need one. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. He's like,
I'm still gonna cheat and you still gonna stay. Come on, let's move on.
He like, I should be rich. You lost all my money. Now that you rich, bitch, I'm gonna ride your riches. Okay.
I'm 100% with you because I said that in my video. It's about the money. And one would never say that, but that's what it's about. And she knows it as well. Both of them are still holding on to the fact that they lost their money 10, 15, however many years ago. And speaking of money, Miss Ashley, girl, ain't nobody shocked. Didn't nobody mouth drop when you said you dragging your feet. See, you played yourself. See, you thought your young cootie cat was going to get this old geezer to turn over all the money, but it didn't work because you forgot that he an OG. He a businessman. He said, girl, don't play with me. You my 15th wife. I know how this thing works.
Child, let me tell you. I
already know what to do.
I don't know. Ashley acts like she's never had to pay a bill before in her life. She don't know how to be an adult. You were adulting before Michael. Let's be very. She was working and taking care of her mama like she doing now with homeboy's money. Ashley doesn't want to grow up. And I'm like, girl, you are making at least a meal on this show or close enough to it. Being on this show, you make enough money to pay for your bills yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then she really looking at, if you look at it like this, Michael is at the end of life. That nigga probably in his late 60s or 70s.
Mm-hmm.
She like, okay, that's cool. Your other kids are grown. These two right here, they ain't gonna be nowhere near 18 by the time your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got to give me the money now. I'm gonna stay married to your ass, and I'm gonna love every minute of your coins when you are 8 feet deep. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what
I think she pulling a Robin. And okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Let me stick on Ash for a minute because, girl, you just should have stayed. You want to get all this house that you can't pay for. Let's start there. Get all this house. Then you talking about how it's so hard, but yet you got a nanny over there. Oh, okay. Girl, what do you want us to do?
She better.
Do I feel sorry for Ashley? Because I don't.
She wants me to mind my business because I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. When she was talking, I instantly heard birds chirping. Because I'm like, bitch, what is you talking about right now? You really wasting my time and your breath. You over here turned around and the kids climbing up on the baby kid 1 and 2 climbing up on the damn counter.
Girl, my heart dropped. I'm like, they got to fall. They got to fall off this counter.
Child. But you know what? It kind of made me smile a little bit because, I always talk about my son. He's 7, and I'm like, shoot, I should have had him a little sibling so they can be jumping up on the counters together. But I think it's great that she had them so close so that they can play together. But don't try to make being a single mom such a hardship and keep on acting like Michael was just so there all the time in the comments. You was talking about him not being there then. So now you trying to make it seem like it's so hard that you're living in this house, this big old house by yourself, but you got a nanny.
A whole nanny. Whole nanny. Girl, shut up. You don't know what your mama was a single mama.
Exactly.
When she went out there on the corner. Sorry. Ooh. But with the time she was right. That was a single mama. You don't know that lifestyle.
No.
You can get up and go whenever you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't clocking in at nobody's job.
Absolutely not.
You ain't getting in nobody's traffic to hustle and bustle to get them kids to school. Girl, sit down somewhere.
Please.
And go over there and juggle them little old shriveled up balls to keep your child support coming in. Okay? All right. the question is, will one care or mind if Robin outsourced? Robin ain't going nowhere, so I don't think that it's even a thought for him. I think he know that he got Robin sold up so quick and so good that I don't even think it's a thought.
Right.
What you think?
I don't. Robin is, and what would be the like for her? She's probably like, all right, I can go find me another man, but what is it gonna? I mean, unless the man is going to be providing, what am I doing? Because Juan is always going to be a factor as long as their children are young.
Yep.
So please believe when Corey and Kari, I think that's the other one. I don't know what the other one's name.
Carter. I think it's Carter.
Yeah, Corey and Carter are both 18 and out the house. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, I agree. He'll be gone for real, for real. So this episode, like I said, didn't give much. It opened up with Robin. It closed out with Robin. We saw how they'll move back into this little condo. Mia and Daddy G, they had to size back down because they ain't got no money. Because Mia was whatever she was doing with the money. She was doing something with the money, child.
And it ain't got it.
Yep, embezzling. She was doing all of this, which I found it funny because she came on the scene making herself to be the CEO. You remember when she was saying all that stuff? But now this season, she talking about, she was the market and somebody. So wait a minute, what happened to that title that you kept telling everybody that you was the CE and the O?
It's in Never Never Land because it ain't never happened. She walking, you going and doing photo ops at the places, acting like you actually doing some work. Ain't read Ned P&L. Girl, bye. You don't know what you talking about or what you doing.
I said, your title done changed, boo-boo. Because you were doing a whole lot of flapping at them gums. And now all of a sudden, you the marketing girl.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mad at Mia. I really am not, because you lose them how you got them, G. You left your whole
period
married to for umpteen years to roll on the sand in Mia's fake booty. And now she's just she ain't showing you nothing different from what she showed you in the beginning.
Yep.
She on her next victim now. You ain't got no money.
You had a real one, Dr. G.
Yeah. And then you set up there and had 2 kids with her.
Young kids. Well, oh well. So they weren't giving too much of nothing. Giselle and her little fake boyfriend. If Giselle want me to believe that this man is her man, child, please. It's a no for me. It gave awkward. It gave, I don't really like you. I just want to get my private chef on so y'all, because y'all the bigger platform than the other show I was on.
Right.
It didn't give much. It wasn't much. It was cute for Candace and Wendy and them to get together. It wasn't nothing. So we get to the very end and they want to have a come to Jesus meeting. And Giselle is kind of calling Robin out, or should I say Juan out on his bull crap. And Robin is sitting there in a way of, what do y'all want me to do?
We want you to stop being an idiot. That's what we want you to do. And I get it. Nobody wants you to be stomping in the mud and stomping on top of Juan's head to make it known that you understand. You said you threw him out, but he didn't leave.
He never left.
That lets you know that he don't respect you.
Yeah.
He don't care about none of that shit that you be talking, because he knows that you're not serious ever.
Right.
So, like, Robin, you asking what do people want you to do? Girl, what do you want to do? And if you want to do is just sit back and deal with it, just like we said, say that.
Just say it.
Just be like, y'all, I'm going to stay in my marriage. It is what it is. And yeah, that's what it's all about. Don't even no more. I'm real Letitia Scott with it. I'm going to go ahead and live my life like it's golden, like ain't shit going on.
Ain't nothing going on.
Yeah, I can't be upset for somebody that ain't upset.
Right. And I think that's what it is. If she don't care, why y'all care?
Exactly.
I get that they need a scene. I get that this is what we have to talk about, but she don't care. She said it. She literally said the words that she don't care. I want to stop talking. All right, so I'm gonna go. Y'all ready? Because she said she don't care. What we still doing?
Exactly. But
I had this deep moment. She said she don't care.
But Robin, you're not allowed to get upset, ma'am. Because you sit up there and put your finger in people's face and did all that, talking about everybody else's stuff. So you better stand in your Timberland boots and toes down and go ahead and handle whatever is going on. And you better take everything with a grain of salt that people come to your ragged ass with.
Yeah. Oh, you know that's not gonna happen. She ain't gonna be able to take it because she dang near was ready to knock Ashley down in her restaurant when Ashley was talking about her. So we know that she's not gonna do that. All right, Robin, girl, that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, for what?
Yeah.
The air.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of a hot mess in these women, let's move on to Married to Medicine.
Oh, girl. Oh, you know, before we leave RHOP, one last thing I want to say. Candace. Oh, Candace. Why are you talking about having a conversation with Robin because she hurt your feelings and she was helping Giselle in her lies with you and faking like she was your friend? I really love Robin, and Robin, girl, your friend picker is so off. Robin was never your friend, honey.
Never.
She never was your friend.
And Giselle is always gonna come first. Always.
You can sit up there and forgive Giselle and Robin and everybody else for all the stuff that's going on, but you are going to stay in the gutter with Monique. Yes, y'all went to fisticuffs, which was not okay. But you're going to drag her name in the sand forever.
Yep.
You can keep forgiving them over and over again, and they making you trying to make you look like a fool on TV. Even Ashley's friends to orchestrate the BS.
To help get you off the show.
Yeah.
Here's my thing when it comes to Candace. Now, I'm going to give Candace a little piece, and I'm going to even give Robin a little piece, because I do feel like they probably really do have a friendship. Where I think Candace messed up at is thinking that she going to choose Candace over Giselle, and she ain't. And I think that's where she messed up at. I think they probably really do have some type of something. Now, they ain't going to be thick as thieves and hanging out and all that, but I do feel like they have some type of relationship. But she thought that since Giselle was wrong and she kind of agreed with her that she was going to ride with her till the wheels fall out. But now, baby, we saw that when the reunion came, you know who team Robin going to always be on.
Girl, Corey and Carter don't know Candace's name, child.
Yeah.
They ain't
I think that she was hoping that she would stick with her, but it ain't gonna happen. So
you're never gonna be in the crew. You're
never gonna be. And I hate that they keep trying. I want them to be like Karen and be like Ethel.
Right.
I can stand. If we talking for today, we talking for today. If we beefing for tomorrow, come on, let's beef. I ain't finna go to come over here and try to have a kumbaya moment. I ain't finna come over here and say, let's have us a conversation. I'm glad Karen has definitely got to the point was like, whatever you want, I'm on. If we good, then I'm good.
Exactly. Candace, hold your own. And Chris, you're looking old.
He did look kind of bad.
Looking kind of tired and worn out. Okay? I don't know. It's given, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was it. We'll see how it's gonna tune out. I feel like they're gonna drag this one and Robin thing into the ground. So we're gonna be talking about them for a long time. Good luck, Robin girl, because you got to deal with this for a long time.
Oh yeah.
You got to deal with this. So speaking of dealing with stuff for a long time, we have Miss Sweet Tea, honey, which is another Letitia. How many more Letitias we gonna get?
Oh my God.
We got another Letitia, y'all, to add to the bunch. We got one more.
And she looking just like Toya, long teeth and all. I said, why did you get... I'm like, he must have had a crush on Toya all this time. He got a woman that looked like her, got the same teeth as her, just not the same body, same weave. You know, they could be triplets. Letitia, Kanisha, and Latoya. There you go. It's a group.
They look so much alike. It's scary. They look so much alike.
Yep. Maybe they can get, a row of inches on them front teeth and beaver tooths. They can get that shaved off over at Heavenly Kimes. Smiles. Smile. Let me stop. But they look alike. They do look.
They look just alike. I would say this, Sweet Tea girl, I don't know what you was trying to do, but baby, your first impression was a horrible one. It was horrid. It was bad. We saw your black drawers and all. We saw how you were, thirsty. We saw all of it, girl. I don't know what you was trying to portray to the people, but whatever it was, it didn't come off that way.
No.
It did not. You come off gold diggerish. You come off like you dang near need a green card in diplomacy. Girl, where are you really from Arkansas, or are you over there from across the border? Because it's given, I need somebody to get me out the slums and come back over here.
I'm like, girl, what? You was in his DMs and he talking about something. Yeah, I had DMs of women in the shower taking pictures and doing videos. I'm like, they were sending that to you? High-pitched voice? You? Okay. It got to be a new level of desperate out here. Because I couldn't get past the man's voice. There is no way. You think you about to be bed dancing with me sounding like that? Oh, no.
You sound the same. The neighbors don't know who hollered.
No way.
They don't know who hollered. They don't know.
I'm good on Greg.
That's great. She talked, and she's so proud. The fact that she jumped in the DM and he picked her out of all the people that was in his. Baby, pipe down. It's Greg. It ain't no NBA star. It ain't no. Baby, it's Greg. It is Dr. G, the same man who was on the floor foaming at the mouth. Baby, you ain't got no prize.
Right. He is very dramatic. And when he was singing that song in the high-pitched voice and country at the same time, I was like, oh, my pearls, where are they? I'm clutching them.
Girl, you are really happy that you snagged Dr. It's Dr. G.
Yeah. Yeah. She's excited.
She was very excited. I said, girl,
no.
It's giving sour. Ain't nothing about this sweet book. It's giving very sour. It's giving very bitter. Expiration date has passed. It ain't giving. It's so giving. That's what pretty much was this episode was about, was introducing Sweet Tea into the fold. And but I got a question.
Yes.
My question to you is, what happened between Cecil and Simone and Quad? Because they were just so overly excited about the new girl. Even Cecil, like, he leveled up. I thought they were cool with Quad.
So, let me say this. I have a love-hate relationship with Quad. Hate is a strong word. I have a love, I don't care relationship with Quad.
Mm-hmm.
Quad is very over-dramatic, too much.
Of course.
Values herself much more
than what she really is.
Yeah. It's too, like, girl, you better be glad that Dr. G and Sweet Tea are on the show, because there would be no purpose for you. Like all the little fake drama that you try to create with the ladies last season that had no value. It's like, it's not given. You want to be Phaedra Parks so bad, but you're not. You can't. Your reads fall very flat for the situation.
All the time.
It's just like, and you just being overly dramatic. You, but you can't take it. That pisses me off to the max with her.
Right.
You know, all jokes aside with the Sweet Tea thing, I do genuinely think that she really loves Dr. G. I think she really does. I think she initially saw what she could get out of it. But the way she like is when she's around him, she is like living the dream. But for her to make that comment, oh, I got a little more access to the money, I think that's a little more for her to like, I think that's for shits and giggles for the show. You trying to do too much. But it was very clear that Quad was a gold digger. So that may be why Cecil and them are like, listen, Quad ain't really. I didn't like Quad with Dr. G either because he kept on saying, I felt bad for the man. He kept saying children. She was holding back, didn't want to have kids for the man. And
she didn't want to have sex with him.
Yeah, she wouldn't even have sex with him. So I'm just like, what are you married to him for? You making his life miserable. Now I understand that he was doing some things to her behind the scenes too, which I can see incarnated with this new chick because he looks at his wife kind of like a slave. Like Quad was cooking, she was taking care of the house, and he just brought the money in. And he seems to think that that's his leverage. I got money, you do everything else.
Right.
And it's like, okay, how's this gonna be when I have children? Am I gonna be literally a single mom inside of a marriage? So as Cecil and Simone, as his friends, they're looking at it like, oh, he finally got what he wanted. Oh, he got the short end of the stick because he was the doctor on the show and he got kicked off. So, but all in all, Quad and did the right thing. They got a divorce. It's over. We'll see what's going on with Sweet Tea. I'm excited for this season.
I am too.
Dr. Jackie, don't walk up in that house talking about something. This wall used to be purple, right? You know what color this wall used to be. Don't come in this house that's disrespectful. Y'all coming in this lady house talking about Quad.
But hold on, friend. Hold on, friend. Now I get what you saying. They didn't talk about Quad just to teach too much. But let's be for real. I actually feel like somebody was going to bring up Quad in some shape, form, or fashion. It was going to come up. Whether it was one time or 20 times, she was going to come up. Here's why. And this is why I feel like she was going to come up. Because Quad is still in the friend group.
Yeah.
Quad is still in Atlanta. Quad is still on the show. You know, she's still very much a present there. So I can see that she'll be coming up in some way.
Yeah, but do you got to be walking in? Girl, I'm going to go in your house, Sean. You done got remarried to somebody else, and I'm coming in there. Yeah, because his ex-wife, she was very talented. She was a good decorator. That one, you got it gray, but it looked better purple. But hey, girl, come on now. But they're gonna bring her up. It's this TV, so it was given a lot. It was given a whole lot. Y'all, but might as well say, I'd rather Quad be here than you.
And it was definitely given it, but that's why I'm like, I don't know where the disconnect came from Cecil and them and Quad, because Cecil always said that Quad was his little sister, you know, and I'm like, from this last season to now this season, it's to heck with Quad.
Well, you also got to know that they done got tough tight with Toya and her husband. So Toya and Quad don't get along. So, you know, Simone is drinking the Toya Kool-Aid. That's what she's doing. So, and Simone is very fickle. Simone want to scream and yell on people, and she want people to do whatever she want them to do. Like, she don't want Dr. Jackie hanging out with Heavenly at all. Like, she's a control freak. And I'm so glad they didn't do this damn book, because I saw that from the beginning. Omarosa was on it. Like, y'all get a damn divorce doing this book. So Simone is just a lot of a control freak. And that's probably why. She on Toya's.
Which is funny, because she couldn't stand Toya in the beginning. That's the crazy part. She could not stand Toya. She did not respect her. Sure did not respect her. Did not like her. And it's funny, like, girl, you fake as heck, Simone. You are super fake. So speaking of her being fake, they have this whole little, and I'm not calling Simone fake for this, because I'm actually not mad at this, but Dr. Heavenly and Simone kind of go back and forth about whether who Sweet Sour Tea should have went to for her fibroids. And here's my thing, and I like me some Dr. Heavenly, but Dr. Heavenly, Simone told you right, girl. You stick to the dentures. You stick to the veneers. You stick to that whitening. Don't come over here in our business because you don't know nothing. And you're trying to fight a battle to where Dr. Jackie ain't feeling a way about.
Yeah, you over here fighting for no reason.
No reason.
Why you don't just keep the money in the friend group? Well, if that's the case, then Simone should have did it. They are both OBGYNs. So why would I send her to another gynecologist that does exactly the same thing that I do?
Doing the same thing we do.
Just because you think that the sun, moon, and the stars sets on Jackie's ass.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean that, okay, send her over to Jackie because she can do it. If she can't do it, nobody can.
Right.
Girl, just be quiet.
And that's why I'm like, come on, Dr. Heavenly. You're trying to take over her where you don't need to.
Yeah.
There was no need for you to speak up. There was no need for you to say anything. Just like if you're a dentist, if you don't do surgery, you're not going to do the surgery on somebody too. You're going to refer them to an oral surgeon. It is what it is. It ain't no difference. So I'm like, all right now, Dr. Heavenly girl, I like you, but you're going to have to pipe down.
You're doing too much. Yeah.
Over here and yonder now.
She did team too much. But yeah, all in all, I was actually more excited for I like the Married to Medicine intro more than the Potomac one. So I think Married to Medicine is going to be very good this season. And Phaedra, you came on the scene with your booty cheeks out.
Again.
Yeah.
Who is this woman? Phaedra I don't like her rebrand. Now, I'm not mad at her sprucing it up and, coming more into the 2000s, but you trying to give off this city girl persona is a no for me.
Yeah, you 50 years old now. It's time to stop. It's time.
Why are you trying to be a city girl?
You too old for this, ma'am. Ma'am, you and your girdle, get out of here. Stop.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it. No. Do you think Phaedra gonna bring the ratings?
Oh, absolutely.
I think she's gonna bring them.
Going to be funny. I think Phaedra is going to read the girls down where necessary, not just for fun. Yeah, I'm excited for what Phaedra is going to put in. But I feel like that Bravo is just trying to find a way.
Choose the right audio apps for you,
girl. She always talking.
Always. She do it if it's gonna be you, it's gonna be me. She do it every time.
Goodness. But I think that Bravo was just trying to find a way to get Phaedra back on the screen. Cause she ain't bit more dating none of these doctors than the man in the
not the man on the moon.
Girl, that could have been anybody. That could have been Johnny down at Jimmy John's putting his arm on her. But word out on the street is she not even with the dude that's under the clown photo no more. She got a doctor.
Yep, that's what they said. I wish they just would have brought her in just as a friend of the show or whatever the case may be. Because I mean, if Quad could be on here and not be married to medicine or dating medicine, then I think that could have been the end for Phaedra too. But I do feel like Phaedra is going to bring it. Even in her two little scenes, baby, she was funny.
Yep, she was.
She was funny. She was shading the girls. So I do feel like she's going to bring it. I think this is what they need. I can't wait to see. And I actually think it's going to be a good season.
I think so.
I think this is going to be a good season to see how everything is going to go. We see next week, Quad going to come into the fold. And Sweet Tea is about to lose her mind.
Not Sourpuss.
She about to lose it.
I would lose it too. I hope that she knew that Quad was coming to her bachelorette party. Cause ain't no way you about to bring my soon-to-be husband's ex-wife to my bachelorette party and not ask me or tell me.
Like for why?
Yeah. Why we doing this? This got to be some messy Bravo input.
Yeah. But that was that. So we're making good time. And let's move on to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I did not care for this episode.
Really?
I did not care for it. I felt like it was okay. I felt like it was a lot of scenes we did not need. Yeah. I feel like the scenes were
dragged out.
Stressed out way too long. Yeah, it just did not work for me. Kiki ain't on drugs, y'all. Yay. From the drug test. She did the drug test. She talked about why they moved.
I just want Tisha to get off the show.
I want all of them to get off the show. We need another reboot.
If you don't want to talk about your problem, your issues, you can deep dive your bottom lip into everybody's business. Bump your gums about Mel and the car, the BMW that Martell bought for the chick. You can help funnel the money to the mistress. You can ask Mel about the cheating in their relationship. You can ask a manicured nail about infidelity in her relationship. You can ask, you can say Tiffany. She even made a comment about Tiffany. Yeah, because I know about your marriage and this, that, and the third. You can make such comments about Tiffany. But can't nobody ask you about a drink that soared across the table faster than American Airlines takes off in your face, and you don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to do it. She is wild. I am so tired of her. It's annoying. I'm done. Done with her.
You know what? Here's my thing when it comes to Letitia. I think that, like you said, I agree. She want to talk about everybody bull crap, but she don't want to talk about her own. But here's the thing when it comes to her. What they got to do with you talking about you and Kiki? Now, we get word on the curve that you don't want to talk about what your man couldn't, and can be doing, right? All right, whatever, we'll get you to slide in the past for that. But they ain't got not a damn piece of nothing to do with what you and Kiki got going on. And at the very least, you could have had that conversation. Now,
right.
If she wanted to say, y'all, I'm still pissed about this, let me get to a better headspace and we can reconvene. But other than that, there's no reason why you're not having the conversation.
There's a reason. She don't want to be honest. She doesn't want to be honest that you were trying to, all of this is done because you wanted Kiki to fire her makeup artist because you don't want you want to live in your world of delusion and you don't want to have to be in no shape, form of the world in a space where you have to deal with your husband and his foolishness. You don't ever want to address Marceau. It really is a mind F to me that she is so deep into being mad at Kiki. When you sent Kiki to look for the culprit in this whole situation, Kiki to be out here as your bodyguard. And when she goes and does it, then you want to be pissed off at her. But I do think that Kiki, at this point, you didn't need to address it on the show right then and there. I feel like, but then again, I'm still on Kiki's side with this because it's like, okay, you want to send me to the troops? I'm going to do it in a way that benefits me because I'm not benefiting from anything of any of this. You keep on being mad at me and looking down upon me or whatever. I'm going to use this to my advantage on the show. You don't never try to give me a leg up. So I'm out for self. That's what I'm doing.
I don't agree.
That I know you don't because you for Kiki in no shape, form, or fashion.
You know I don't see it for Kiki. I don't see it for Kiki. Okay, I got a question for you, friend. And it's for the chat too. I got a question for you, friend.
Okay.
If her male was, as tight as they were, nude each other all this long, and yes, I said nude, all this time, why did she ever go to Melody and say, girl, I want to be on the show?
She did. She said it in a I watched Color Me Pink's interview with Kiki today, and she said,
"She's still talking." Okay, sorry.
Girl, yes, I was.
She's still talking.
Like it's no exclusivity. I might as well interview Kiki at this standpoint.
At this point, go on get the
girl. So she said that she had told Tisha that she wanted to be on the show. And she had asked Tisha, she was like, oh, is production at your house? You know, can I come over? It's not unlikely for me to come over. Can I come over? And Tisha came and said, oh, no, it's not the right time right now. It's not. She didn't want to put her cousin on. So she had expressed it to Mel. And she expressed it to Mel. And then Mel called her and was like, yeah, production wants you on the show. Like, you need to, when can you film or whatever the case may be. And Kiki expressed that she was upset because she's like, man, I had been telling my cousin for a while now that I wanted to be on the show, and she wasn't trying to help me. When, mind you, Kiki was supposed to be on season 1. She didn't join the cast originally because she could tell that Tisha didn't really want her to. Tisha was like, let me basically get on or whatever, and then I'll put you on later. And she did. So then Mel came back and grabbed her and was like, come on, production wants you on the show. Let's do it. So I would feel some type of way because Tisha, you want the spotlight. You don't want to share it with your cousin. I feel like Tisha has had to live in Kiki's shadow since they were 13, and she didn't want to do it anymore. This was her thing. So she didn't want to share the spotlight with Kiki. And I think that that's kind of messed up. It really is, in my opinion. Go ahead, girl. Go on. Get the hell out of Kiki. I see it in your eyebrows. You like, I don't see it for this heifer here.
But I will say this though. I'll say this. With the whole Kiki situation and Tisha helped, did not help. Mel gave her the helping hand. Come on, girl. Let's go over here and do it. I agree. I do feel like they probably did do some shady stuff behind the scene. I've always said that. I do agree with that. My issue is, and what I've been pushing and why I say I don't care for Kiki in that way. And I'm going to say as her character on the show, because she probably cool in real life. So based off her character on the show, as to why I don't kind of see it for her, is that you're willing to fracture your friendship, your cousinship, just for a spot on the show. And if you're going to do that, I'd rather you speak about the real issues that my cousin out here playing me and playing on my name versus talking about a rumor mill.
But honestly, I don't think that she was willing to fracture the relationship because you got to think back. You got to think big. You got to think big. She came on the show defending Tisha with the whole Kimmy situation. She started off coming on there asking questions about stuff just to defend Tisha, where it didn't have not a John Brown thing to do with her. Coming on there, reading speeches, doing little stuff. Tisha didn't want to put her on until it was convenient for her. Now, mind you, we have to.
I think Mel did too, though.
What'd you say?
I think Mel did too.
Well, you also have to remember Dwania, which is Mel's best friend, is Kiki's best friend. So Mel and Kiki are actually closer than a lot of people really think. And they were friends way before she even met Tisha. So with that being said, of course they're having conversations. Of course she's probably saying to Mel, as one of her close friends, Dag, it's just really messed up how my cousin don't really be trying to have my back, but I'm always having her back. She asked me to do something. I'm Johnny on the spot to do it. I'm coming over here fighting her battles, but she can't even put me on. And you going and telling, so that even further lets me know that you didn't want her on the show because you're going and telling Mel about her drug problem to benefit you, not to help her. Then we come to find out that her mother, Kiki's mother, didn't even know about her drug problem. So if you really wanted to help Kiki, why didn't you tell her mother what was going on with her?
But here's the thing, because I think that we can add in this, that, and the third, because they probably did have an agreement of don't tell my mama. Let me try to handle this on my own. So I'm not going to speak to that part. Right. But I'll say this, though. And again, this is why I'm going to give Kiki a little flack, because Kiki and Letitia already had the conversation and apologized and moved on.
Right.
What happened 5 years ago. Right. When Kiki decided to bring it back up as a reason as to why she's telling Letitia's business. I think we keep skipping that part when Letitia and Kiki sitting in black. And she was like, well, you told my business. And Tisha like, but we talked about that. We got past that. We apologized. I said I was wrong. I didn't know you were still holding on to that. And what they got to do with you over there talking to Melody about me and mine?
I will give you that, but I raised you. I keep on bringing up her drug problem, and you don't know whether she's on drugs or not. And you're telling you throwing glasses because you throwing drinks because that's a sign you on. And then like, yeah, and Kiki's been borrowing money from people in my family and this, that, and the third. She on drugs again. She on that shit again. You don't know you don't know nothing. You over here making up shit. And then for you, Marceau, to have more sympathy for Stormy's friend than your own cousin-in-law?
How about your own wife? Both the cousins. How about your own wife? Because when you and your wife was standing in that raggedy building that y'all have yet to finish, and she's crying, and you standing there looking at her like boo-boo the fool, but you got your big booty Judy butt up to go over there and hug.
And there was a picture out. I can't remember which content creator posted it, where he had a wet spot on his butt or something.
Oh,
it's like, oh my God. In that scene, he had a wet spot on his butt. So people like he peed on himself or something. I'm like, oh my God. I said,
Pugler him. But yeah, I'll say this when it comes to Kiki. I do agree with you. Letitia need to talk about it. You need to have the conversation. Girl, you know what you're here to do. You know why you're here. Play the part and come and get your check. And then you can go to the beach. Earn your check and then take your butt over there to the Alabama beach or Florida beach, wherever y'all going, child.
Period.
Go and do that. I think Alabama do have a beach called Orange Beach. I believe that is right. But yeah, I think she should have definitely talked about it because it was nothing to say. But I was wondering, I'm like, oh, Mel finna say, girl, she clean because I drug test her. I was waiting for Mel to pop out with the results.
I wanted her again. It's not her. I felt her on that. It's not her place to say that.
Yeah. You know? No, I agree, but I'm like, oh, she got her because when Mel asked her the question,
she was like,
"Are you sure? You sure?" And she was like, "Yeah." I'm like,
and she was going ham. And Kimmy, little sneaky behind, you the one brought up the barbecue. She was like, "So how you feeling after that?" But didn't want to say nothing about Tisha walking off. You had something to say about Destiny not wanting to talk about stuff, her wanting to walk away and do this and a third, but you don't never say nothing you don't never hold Tisha accountable for the stuff that she do.
Mm-hmm.
So you getting the side eye of the week too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about Martell and his tantrums, child?
Miss Nail, my girl. I like me some Miss Nail. I like me some Miss Nail.
I have to bring up that daggone name change ceremony.
Miss Nail is messy.
She ain't had to bring that. She ain't had to tell him nothing.
Let me tell you why I fools with Miss Nail. Let me tell you, bag wig and all. Let me tell you why. Because Miss Nail said, I've been watching y'all for 5 seasons and y'all ain't got not a nail piece of nothing accomplished. Let me show you how to do this thing. Nail said, ain't playing with y'all. I'm here for the messiness. But I'll say this though. Because I got this in my in the I'm about to say the subject line in the title.
Mm-hmm.
And how Martell is mad at the name change. Martell. Freaking Tell. Find something else to be mad about.
Please.
Find something else to be mad about.
Well,
don't nobody give a damn about you feeling any type of way because she wants to get rid of your last name that don't hold weight. And while y'all doing all the flashbacks, she the one who put the name on the map, not so much of the man who was actually born with the name Hope. So the fact that you want to sit up here and cry and have a pissing contest because the girl want to go back to her name, bro, please. And in the words of Naila, nigga, we ain't crazy. You been single for 3 years, so we know you ain't cheating.
Can I drop my mic without breaking it?
You've been on my nerves. I can't stand that, man. My nerve.
I had to leave $20 on the altar, friend. I had to go on and do that because that was right there. You let him have, okay?
I was with there when she said that.
She said you ain't cheated on nobody in 3 years because you're single. I said, I know that's right, Neil. You better tell it like it is. And then he keep on talking about, and she cheated too. Let me say this. If Mel even took the side of her coochie and put it on somebody's dick, and he had any evidence of it, he would have it all over the internet. Okay? He would have it all over the internet. He would have it on a book, on the side of a bus, everywhere. Everybody would know. So please stop with this, Martell.
Right.
You the one with the revenge P. Is that the only evidence you have? You pretending like you another man, but it's really you?
But the fact that you got a whole...
cheating on you.
But you got a whole child out here in these streets.
Exactly.
A whole child.
But let's go even further. The reality of it is, if she was cheating on you,
even if she did,
a round of a damn applause. Nobody would care. Because you, my good sir, have done the ultimate. You had a whole relationship with somebody. And not just that. You were screwing around with other women in addition to her. Allegedly. So why do I give a fuck about
this part? You want to be this man?
Yeah.
And nigga, you been doing what for how long and with who? Bruh, go sit down.
Y'all are the bottom line is y'all are not married, so it doesn't matter what her last name is.
Thank you.
But I feel like for him, that was the final nail in the coffin.
Because but he said that. He actually admitted that and said that, oh, it's official now because she's changing her name back to her maiden name. So he's even feeling it. And
because he thought, I really and truly believe that and he said this some seasons ago. He said, maybe we'll get back remarried. You never know. We may get remarried.
Yep. You've been holding out hope.
Yeah, he been holding out hope. But guess what? She dropped the hope. So you just need to go on and move on with your life. Give old Raggedy Bird Brain your last name since you want somebody, hey, last name's she over there burning chicken in the kitchen and talking and on the shade room talking about some damn because people were like, yeah, the only reason you over Martell over your house, because they thought that was her house that they were in when little fake stage video. And they were like, he just need a place to stay because he been squatting in that house. And she was like, oh no, this is his house and I have my own place, but it's our homes because he pays the bills in both places. I was like, girl, what?
I think somebody sent me that or DM me that, and somebody else DM me about her shopping for all the kids. And I'm like,
girl, what? Are you at the thrift store? That's what it looked like with you getting these big box looking carts at Foreman Mills some damn where. Girl, stop. She's about
you trying too hard. Girl, you trying too hard.
She is. She's doing team entirely. Because at the end of the day, we know you cannot stand them children. You cannot. You You're jealous of the kids just like you jealous of their mother.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line is Martell y'all gonna be beefing in a week or so, and then
we don't see him again
on the internet.
We don't see him back on the Shade Room, but because of that, because they fight and mad at each other, he'll been spotted out with another woman, and we'll see her losing her ish all over again. We gonna see it play out again.
On the stair climber, acting like she's stupid.
She is.
You like it? I love it, sis.
Yeah. What else happened? I think that was it.
That was it. It wasn't really
nothing.
It wasn't. Tisha being delusional, Mel changing her name. I was happy to see Miss Van.
Yeah.
Miss Van. You know, I think that it is important for her to be able to be there to support Mel and be on the show. We've had so much negativity from the moms, and I don't know why Carlos King thinks that that's like the secret sauce to reality TV because of Mama Joyce and
Mama D.
But that right.
Mm-hmm.
And all the bullshit. That's not the secret sauce to reality TV. That is classic Oedipus syndrome. That's and don't nobody got time for that. So I want positive mother and daughter relationships, because frankly in the Black community that's a struggle sometimes. Like your either be your best friend or your worst daggone enemy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I don't really think it was. Can't remember nothing else that was too.
Me either. That's why I was like, I didn't really care for this episode. For me, that was just me. I didn't too much care for it. Miss Nail just came and got the party started. It was Miss Nail for me. She won. She got the party started. She over Martell and his bull crap. We are going to see Nail kids.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, she yelling at some adult children in the next episode. I'm like,
okay. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I got to see this because this is about to be crazy. Yeah. Oh, you want to say, so Marceau, you notice how he complained about going on vacation with his family, but you was in Africa for a whole month and didn't tell Tisha where you was going.
So about 5 days. Nigga, you was gone for a month.
Exactly. But yeah, she want to get up and run out of filming. Just you know what? Get her off the show. I just can't. I can't stand her. You don't need to be on reality TV if you don't want to be real, sis. That's all.
We're not gonna talk. It's time to go. It's time to go. Or Carlos King need to get in their tail some more.
For sure.
He gonna have to get in their tail, or you're gonna have to go ahead and leave. It's gonna have to be one or the other.
Yeah, because I'm over it at this.
Because like I said, at the very least, you could have had the conversation about Kiki.
Absolutely.
You could have had the conversation. You could have just went ahead and said, look. Bop, 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 and bop. You know, you could have had the conversation, gave your side of the story, whatever the case may be, but walking out because you don't want to talk about it because you're ready to go to the beach, like, girl, please.
Girl, bye.
It wasn't even worth it. Oh, I did want to bring up the Stormy and Kiki conversation.
Oh, yes.
Because now we finna see, or maybe kind of have a little bit of both, of where Kiki is having beef with Tiffany. And here's my thing. Tiffany, girl, you want to be the bone collector, but you don't carry through. You don't carry out. And that's why I give it up to Miss Nail, because Miss Nail come in and do what she got to do when she going about her business. But you want to play around and pop around the situation, and then when somebody approach you to it, now you want to say, well, I ain't mean it like that, or I was trying to imply this, or blah, blah, blah. Girl, stand 10 toes down in the fact that you don't like Kiki and just say that.
Girl, Tiffany.
Just say you don't like the girl.
She gonna hide behind her bosom in this baby all season. That's what she gonna do. She gonna be baby in tow, bullshitting and parlaying. That's what she gonna be doing all season. I can see it right now. She gonna make an issue with her husband. She gonna create a problem there, and then create a problem with Kiki. Because, girl, why are you worried about where I'm moving to for my kid?
Why does it?
Why are you talking about Stormy's products? You trying to get in wherever you can fit in to have some drama. That's
and the beef's not even making sense. Like,
and when somebody address you, you're gonna be looking like a deer in the headlights.
And that's why I can't deal with Tiffany. Like, you do all of this grandstanding, and then when it's time for you to face the music, it's a different tune. Now you don't know the song no more. Yeah, like, girl, come on.
Girl, bye. Sick of her.
And Stormy was the one over there helping you put this doggone sipping seat together because your doggone event crew couldn't do their job.
Right. They still putting cupcakes on some stuff and putting decorations up, and your party done started.
She was wiping your tears when you talk about you had postpartum or feeling like you're going through it and you want to talk about her products.
Child. Unbelievable. Tiffany is just, look, she trying not to lose her job. She got 2 kids getting ready to go to college. You done started over with this baby. She needs the check.
I feel like if she gonna do it, be consistent and let it make sense. Nothing is making sense. Going after Stormy do not make sense.
Not at all.
Kiki, because y'all were beefing a teach last season. So to me, that makes sense to carry it over back in this season.
Right.
But what you want after Stormy for?
Girl, she's trying to see what sticks. She has to have something going on because Lewis ain't gonna film. He out
not there.
He like, this show ain't guaranteed. I'm about to go take this guaranteed check over here and do what I gotta do. So you be over there being a busybody. I'm gonna be over here cashing the checks because over with this damn baby. I got to do what I got to do. So
that's crazy.
There's that.
There we have it.
Bill turns, as my friend Jazzy J says.
As it turns, it is a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch Bell Collective?
Which one?
Bell Collective.
I do. It's coming on Friday.
Come on Friday. Yep. I cannot wait to see Bell Collective.
Girl,
I cannot wait.
See homegirl leave her husband because I'm just sick of him.
Who?
What's her name?
Trees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm so glad it's about to come back on. So
I need to watch you to see get a sneak peek. Is so Gucci. What's the other lady? Selena. Is Selena gonna come back?
I don't know. Because when I saw the preview, I didn't see Selena. Now that don't mean she ain't in there because they probably could have, just to have her in the trailer. But from the trailer, no, she's nowhere to be found.
Well, I hope she pop up because, honey, we need her.
I think Selena's good for the show.
I think so too.
It would have been good, but we know they've already done the reunion.
Already?
I think they have because I think when they were beefing right when the show ended, I think Selena or her daughter, one of them said that they didn't want her on the reunion or didn't want her to film the reunion or something like that. So,
you know what? Carlos is doing these reunions real sketch because you got Love and Marriage Huntsville. You done already recorded the reunion, but season 6 is not even complete yet. I'm like, the rest of the season for them to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about at the reunion. We're not even going to be talking about the stuff that's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever.
Now, I fact checked it, but I feel like they've already done the reunion for Bell Collective.
Well, listen.
Because I feel like I read that somewhere.
Well, hey, I guess I'll just enjoy the season and hopefully they figure it out at the reunion.
Yep. Okay, Fred, you got anything?
Nope, that's it. I'm about to feed my face and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to do the same thing too. Oh, Country said they did. Okay, I read that somewhere that they've already did the reunion.
Okay.
Yep. I feel like I did read that. Okay. All right, you guys. I had to rush through this thing, y'all. This is my first time being at home. I'm hungry. Hey, so
I
here
know.
we are. I'm like, I'm determined we're gonna stay up under this hour and 30 today. Okay.
Right.
You have to stay up under it. But anyway, thank all of you guys for being a part of our show. If y'all haven't liked the video already, what are y'all waiting on? Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. Replay gang, y'all drop it down in the comments. Let us know y'all part of the replay gang. Okay, gang around here. And until next Tuesday, we'll see you guys and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.